Hello viewers. I'm sharing latest VMware interview question and answers which will enable you to crack any VMware interview with an ease in year 2024. Keep watching my videos for latest videos and interview patterns. Subscribe to my channel and click on notification bell for latest video updates. Let's begin with the video. Question 72. What is VMware vMotion? Answer. VMware vMotion is a technology that enables a virtual machine to be moved from one physical host server to another while it is running and with no interruption in service. This is also known as live migration. vMotion is possible across vSwitches, clusters, and even clouds, depending on the vSphere edition that you have. vMotion allows you to change the compute resource and/or the storage of the virtual machine. Question 73. What is VMware Storage vMotion? Answer. Storage vMotion is a technology within the VMware hosting platform that enables data centers to migrate virtual machines, VMs, without compromising performance. Here's how it works. Live migration. With Storage vMotion, IT technicians can relocate mission-critical VM data to another storage location while the VM is still live and operational on their server 1. Maintenance and upgrades. It allows you to move virtual machines off of arrays for maintenance or upgrades. This flexibility ensures that VMs remain accessible during storage changes. Disk optimization. Storage vMotion also provides the ability to optimize disks for performance. You can transform between different disk types, example, from thick to thin or vice versa, and reclaim space. File renaming. During a migration with Storage vMotion, virtual machine files on the destination data store are renamed to match the inventory name of the virtual machine. This includes renaming virtual disk, configuration, snapshot, and .navram files. Question 74. What is DRS in VMware? Answer. VMware Distributed Resource Scheduler, DRS, is a powerful feature within VMware vSphere that enhances resource management and workload optimization in virtualized environments. It performs load balancing, VM placement, resource management-like activity to ensure equal distribution of load on all the hosts in cluster. Question 75. What is HA in VMware? Answer. VMware High Availability, HA, is a crucial feature in the vSphere virtualization platform. HA ensures optimal availability for virtual machines, VMs, running on vSphere. It's like a safety net to minimize downtime in case of failures. How it works. Cluster formation. You create a cluster of ESX server hosts. These hosts pool their resources. Monitoring. HA continuously monitors all hosts in the cluster. Failover. If one host fails, HA immediately responds by restarting affected VMs on a different host. Primary host. A primary host is elected automatically. It communicates with vCenter server and monitors VM states and secondary hosts. Host failure types. HA detects various host failures and responds accordingly. VM restart priority. You can control the order in which VMs are restarted after a failure. VM monitoring. HA restarts individual VMs if their heartbeats aren't received. Data store heart beating. Detects data store accessibility failures and provides automated recovery for affected VMs. Question 76. Is HA dependent on vCenter? Answer. vCenter is required to create data center first, then under data center we will create new cluster and add host to a vCenter. Once hosts are added to cluster, we can enable HA on newly created cluster. vCenter is only needed to enable HA on cluster. Once HA is enabled, then if vCenter is down or offline, HA will work independently. HA independence from vCenter. The HA agent runs on each ES11 host within a cluster. It maintains a list of all other hosts in the cluster and periodically communicates with them. Importantly, HA operates independently from the vCenter service. Even if the vCenter server is down for an extended period, HA continues to function. This means that if a host fails, HA can automatically restart VMs on other healthy hosts without relying on vCenter 1. vCenter High Availability, vCenter HA. vCenter HA is a separate feature designed specifically to protect the vCenter server itself against host and hardware failures. It uses an active-passive architecture where you create a 3-node cluster. An active node, a passive node, and a witness node. The active node handles vCenter operations while the passive node remains dormant. If the active node fails, the passive node takes over. The witness node ensures proper failover decisions. It doesn't host any vCenter components but plays a critical role in the cluster. vCenter HA significantly reduces downtime during vCenter patching or maintenance. In summary, while HA for VMs is independent of vCenter, vCenter HA specifically protects the vCenter server itself. Both are essential for maintaining a resilient and highly available virtual infrastructure. Question 77. How to discover presented LUN to ESXi hosts? Answer. To discover the new device on the ESXi host, a rescan is necessary. In the vSphere client, complete the following steps. Select the host. Click the Configuration tab. Select the Storage Adapters option. Click the Rescan All link. After the rescan is complete, you must add the new storage to configure the volume for use. Question 78. What is disk consolidation? Answer. Disk consolidation is a process commonly associated with virtualization platforms, particularly in the context of VMware. Let me explain it in simple terms. Snapshot basics. When you take a snapshot of a virtual machine, VM, it captures the current state of the VM, including its memory, disk, and configuration settings. Snapshots are useful for creating backups, testing changes, or reverting to a previous state. Snapshot hierarchy. Over time, if you take multiple snapshots, they form a hierarchy. Each snapshot adds a new layer to this hierarchy, creating a chain of changes. Consolidation purpose. Disk consolidation comes into play when you want to commit or merge these snapshots back into the original VM. The goal is to remove redundant files created during snapshot operations, such as restore, delete, or backup. Why is it needed? VMs may show an alert saying, virtual machine disks consolidation is needed. Common reasons include: snapshots cannot be deleted. Sometimes, snapshots cannot be deleted or consolidated after completing backups. Insufficient data store space. If the data store has less than 1 GB available space, consolidation may fail. Locked snapshot files. Third-party backup applications might lock snapshot files, preventing consolidation. Connectivity issues. Problems between vCenter server and ESXi host can impact consolidation. Excessive snapshots. Having more snapshots than recommended, VMware suggests a maximum of 32, can cause issues. Large snapshots. When large snapshots need consolidation, the VM may appear unresponsive. Process. When you initiate consolidation, the snapshot files are merged into the VM's base disk. If no snapshots are visible in the snapshot manager but consolidation is needed, creating a new snapshot and deleting it clears the entire hierarchy. A small amount of free space is required to create the new snapshot. Considerations. If the VM must remain running during consolidation, allocate more space as the new snapshot grows. The larger the snapshot, the longer the consolidation process takes. Note: remember, This process ensures your VM remains efficient and avoids performance degradation. Question 79. What is VM snapshot and describe the snapshot files? Answer. A snapshot in VMware is a point-in-time version of a virtual machine. It captures the state and data of a virtual machine at a specific point in time, including the virtual machine's power state and all of the files that make up the virtual machine. Snapshots can be taken when a virtual machine is powered on, powered off, or suspended. The state of the virtual machine settings and the virtual disk are saved to files that reside with the virtual machine's base files. When you create a snapshot in VMware, it captures the state of a virtual machine at a specific point in time. Let's discuss the files that constitute a snapshot. Virtual disk files, .vmdk and -delta.vmdk. These files represent the virtual disk and its changes. The .vmdk file is the base virtual disk, while the -delta.vmdk files store the differences between the current state and the state at the time of the previous snapshot. These delta disks are connected to the virtual machine during snapshot creation. Flat file, base disk. The -flat.vmdk file contains raw data for the base disk. It doesn't appear separately in the datastore browser but is essential for the virtual disk. Database file, .vmsd. The .vmsd file serves as a database of snapshot information for the virtual machine. It's crucial for the snapshot manager. Memory file, .vmsn. The .vmsn file captures the active state of the virtual machine's memory. With memory snapshots, you can revert to a powered-on state, unlike non-memory snapshots, which only allow reverting to a powered-off state. Snapshot naming convention. The snapshot files follow a naming convention like vmname-number.vmdk, vmname-number-delta.vmdk, and vmname-number-say-spas.vmdk. For example, if the virtual machine name is WinDC01, the snapshot files might be named WinDC01-0000001.vmdk. Remember that snapshots are not a substitute for proper backups. They are useful for short-term changes or testing, but for long-term data protection, use dedicated backup solutions. Question 80. What are the files created in VMware VM? Answer. In a VMware virtual machine, several files are generated to manage its configuration and data. Let's explore the key files. Virtual machine configuration file, .vmx. This file stores the virtual machine's settings, including hardware specifications, virtual devices, and resource allocation. It's crucial for defining how the VM operates and interacts with the host system. Virtual disk files, .vmdk. These files represent the virtual hard disk drive, HDD, of the VM. The primary disk file contains the actual data, while delta files, if snapshots are used, track changes over time. NVRAM setting file, .nvram. Stores the BIOS or UEFI configuration for the virtual machine. It's essential for booting the VM and maintaining its state. Log files. Current log file, VMware.log. Contains real-time information about the VM's operations and events. Old log files, VMware-hashsign.log archived logs, where hash sign represents a number starting from serial number 1. Additional files created during specific tasks. .vmsd, metadata file for virtual machine snapshots. .vmsn, virtual machine memory snapshot file. .versus WP, virtual machine swap file. .vmss, virtual machine suspend file. .vmem, virtual machine paging backup file. .log, used by vCenter server to track files that must be removed after specific operations. .vmtx, created when converting a VM to a template, replacing the .vmx file 1. Question 81. What are the important services in vCenter? Answer. vCenter Server provides a centralized platform for management, operation, resource provisioning, and performance evaluation of virtual machines and hosts. When you deploy the vCenter Server appliance, vCenter Server, the vCenter Server components, and the authentication services are deployed on the same system. The following components are included in the vCenter Server appliance deployments. The authentication services contain vCenter Single Sign-On, License Service, Lookup Service, and VMware Certificate Authority. The vCenter Server group of services contains vCenter Server, vSphere Client, vSphere Auto Deploy, and vSphere ESXi Dump Collector. The vCenter Server appliance also contains the VMware vSphere Lifecycle Manager Extension Service and the VMware vCenter Lifecycle Manager. Question 82. What are important services in ESXi host? Answer. When managing an ESXi host, there are several important services that play crucial roles. Let's discuss them. Direct Console User Interface, DCUI. The DCUI service allows you to interact with an ESXi host from the local console using text-based menus. It's essential for local configuration and management. ESXi Shell. The ESXi shell provides a set of fully supported commands for troubleshooting and remediation. You can enable access to the ESXi shell either locally or via SSH. SSH. The SSH service allows remote connections through secure shell. It's useful for advanced troubleshooting and management tasks. Load-based teaming daemon. This service is related to load-based teaming, which optimizes network traffic distribution across multiple physical NICs. vSphere Trust Authority Attestation Service, ATT-STD. Part of vSphere Trust Authority, this service ensures trustworthiness and attestation of the ESXi host. vSphere Trust Authority Key Provider Service, KMXD. Another component of vSphere Trust Authority, this service manages cryptographic keys for secure communication. Active Directory Service. When configuring ESXi for Active Directory integration, this service starts. NTP daemon. The Network Time Protocol daemon ensures accurate time synchronization for the host. CIM Server. Used by Common Information Model, CIM, applications, this service provides an interface for accessing device drivers and underlying hardware resources on the ESXi server. SNMP Server. The SNMP daemon allows monitoring and management of the ESXi host using SNMP version 1, version 2, or version 3, syslog server. The syslog daemon collects and forwards system logs. You can enable syslog from the advanced system settings in the vSphere client. VMware vCenter Agent, VPXA. This agent facilitates communication between vCenter Server and the ESXi host. It allows vCenter Server to manage the host effectively. X.org Server. An optional feature used internally for 3D graphics in virtual machines. Question 83. What are the steps to download VM from Datastore? Answer. To download a virtual machine, VM, from a Datastore, follow these steps. Open the VMware host client. Click on Storage in the inventory. Select the desired Datastore. Click on Datastore browser. Navigate to the folder containing the VM file you want to download. Click on the specific VM file. Finally, click Download to save the file to your local system. Question 84. What is SAN? Answer. A storage area network, SAN, is a network of storage devices that can be accessed by multiple servers or computers, providing a shared pool of storage space. Each computer on the network can access storage on the SAN as though they were local disks connected directly to the computer. Question 85. What is difference between SAN and NAS? Answer. A SAN and Network Attached Storage, NAS, are two different types of shared networked storage solutions. While a SAN is a local network composed of multiple devices, NAS is a single storage device that connects to a local area network, LAN.
Question 86. What is vSAN in VMware? Answer. VMware vSAN, Virtual SAN, is a software-defined storage solution that operates within the VMware vSphere environment. Some key points about vSAN to understand. Purpose. vSAN is designed to aggregate local storage resources, such as hard drives or solid-state drives, from multiple ESXi hosts into a shared storage pool. This pool can be used for virtual machine storage, providing high availability and performance. Architecture. vSAN runs as a cluster-level service within the ESXi hypervisor. It integrates directly with vSphere and is managed through the vSphere web client. Each host in the vSAN cluster contributes its local storage devices to create a distributed data store. Features. Hyperconverged infrastructure, HCI. vSAN is a key component of HCI, where compute, storage, and networking are tightly integrated. Policy-based management. Administrators can define storage policies, such as redundancy level, performance, and capacity, for VMs using vSAN. Data locality. vSAN ensures that VM data resides on the same host where the VM is running, reducing latency. Deduplication and compression. vSAN provides space-saving features to optimize storage efficiency. Scalability. You can easily add hosts to a vSAN cluster as your infrastructure grows. Use cases. Virtual Desktop Infrastructure, VDI. vSAN is commonly used for VDI deployments due to its performance and scalability. Test dev environments. It's ideal for creating cost-effective test and development environments. Remote branch offices. vSAN simplifies storage management in remote locations.
Stay tuned in for next upcoming video series of recent interview questions asked by interviewers in 2024. All the best for your interview. We will help you to be prepared with latest unexpected question series and you will be able to answer them successfully.